Welcome, humans. It's another rare scene. We haven't done an interview in quite some time, but we have finally Victorians XD. We're gonna have a little hangout with
Thank you so
them.
much.
Yeah. And we'll see what we can find out. Because if you haven't seen his projects, Victorian, I mean, even to me, like what got me interested was the fact that it's not kind. Seeing mechanical artwork, for example, was it's kind of the hitting right on the nose of it of the machine chewing you out, get back to work, work till you die, XYZ. It's kind of a big detour from what I'm used to. Is that just something that came up because you were tired of seeing this, or is that just something that you wanted to see? Like, if you see this so much, why is anybody else seeing? And like, where did this piece come from? By the way, apologies if I'm just jumping right in. It's just that
Oh, for sure. No problem.
some of these
I'm
things are
very
just like,
excited.
come on. Or unless before we talk into it, like, do you want to explain to the humans who you are and what's your interest, if you will? Like,
Sure. Okay, so hey everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm VICTORANS XD. So XD stands for expert direction that I came up with to justify why I put the XD as a kid there to begin with, but
big brain.
originally it was just XD, but yeah. Victorans comes from my childhood. Just my parents used to call it as a fun nickname, like Victorans, basically. So it comes from my name Victor, so it's like a little deviation. So it's like Victorans, and then I just put XD because I felt like if people call me like Victorians or whatever. It's okay. You can call me like whatever. It's like originally Victorans because it's like an original nickname. I wish there was like a K in there instead of a C, because then it's like less mistaken for Victorians. But yeah, either way, I do like basically animation, film, everything from passion. I was animating since I was a kid. When I was 12, I made my first little animated show called Fly Squad, and then I jump started from there. Now I'm doing two shows, one called Mechanical Artwork, another called Erjansk. Both of them are stop motion. Both of them are very mixed media. I love to experiment with lots of media because I just learned as a kid on my own to kind of animate on all of these. And to also collaborate with very talented people who know all of these too, so we can work together with stuff I'm sometimes weaker at, like 3D modeling and other stuff. I hate 3D, but I really love working with 3D people and collabing with them on it. But I excel definitely at stop motion and 2D more. So yeah. And to answer your question, mechanic artwork was definitely inspired by like my environment I grew up in, and everything was building up to it. Of course, it's Eastern European countries and how they tend to kind of militarize their whole country, basically, and just drive into paranoia your whole life. And it was a passion project from the beginning. It started very bare bones, and then I started writing more and more of my thoughts in it, more and more of my like life experiences, and lots of these characters in the show and the events that are going to be in the show are all about that. And it's mostly about like how basically a country and the whole world really rots away once people just never change and keep on doing wars with each other as the world gets shittier and shittier. And in mechanic artwork, after this opening scene that I've shown, you will see a world. You've seen glimpses of this world in the old mechanic artwork before its reboot, where the sky has completely turned red and basically there's no point of no return pretty much for mankind. That the war has basically shown itself in the form of nature. Everything is being mutated, changed, and basically there's no reversal for mankind now. But it can only get worse, and worse it does get when basically countries are now affected by war, and instead of rebuilding and basically improving, what they do is they become more paranoid that there's going to be more war, and in turn create more war, and it's a never-ending cycle that just gets worse and worse. And in this show, I wanted to highlight these many issues and many themes throughout it, and to also show how and what leads up to this kind of state in this alternative universe. So yeah.
That is a way to start the episode.
Thank you.
Just so you know, I guess off the rip, not a happy time, guys. Okay, we're being a little honest.
Yeah, that's a good way to
But
put it.
man, it's the thing that terrifies me, and I think a lot of humans feel the same way. It's just too on the nose. It's terrifyingly too right with the current state of affairs, everything happening. And we won't delve too much into this. I know people wanted to just, enjoy some like, what is this? But like, this is part of the art. It's just everywhere. A lot of humans, they're not happy anymore. Everything is, I mean, I guess you could say this dives into your other project, Erjansk, and
Mhm.
how that is the one that to me also just like seals the deal, like puts that little covering, that icing on top, that with the war also comes the humans being lost, and the propaganda that comes with it, the state of their, how would you say, their mindset is not really there anymore.
Mhm.
They're the things that used to be something for everybody, the novelty, you have to pay for that now. Like there's no real freedom. It's
Indeed.
how can you pay to get a moment of sanity, if that makes any sense. And at the same time, it's so interesting because of course I have to look into your page and to see you start from, not to like make fun of you, but like I actually was watching your old stuff, and to see
Mhm.
you go from like this little notepad cartoon style with the fly squad, and it's like, hey guys, let's go over here, let's get the minerals, and like the Stingy gets shot anyway, and it's like, what is going on? And it's just it's got this level of cuteness, but at the same time, this bluntness when it comes with the child mind, where it's like, oh, and he gets hit by a bat, and he hits him with a bat, like actually. And
Yeah.
there's a fun to this, and to see it still like steadily still grow, and how you explained earlier, your environment was a big factor, seeing everything get twisted the way it was. And then we come to like the midpoint, for example, where we see you start delving into mechanic artwork. And then before the hand as well, like the above the sewers and your little takes of your humanoid self with the mixed with the fly aspect. But then coming into the no holds bar, like this is where we could end up, is where my mind goes. And it's again, it's just scary. And this is just one guy. This is your mind here, like this. If you feel this way and this is the art that you're pouring out for us to see, I can only imagine, like that scene from Hellraiser, like we have so many things to show you. It's like, what if
Yeah.
everybody had this little piece of magic where like, let me show you how I feel with these things, like, oh man, I guess that's why this is so interesting to me, because mechanical artwork, the way you mix things as well, is something that I really love, where you have the stop motion, you have the puppetry with it as well, you have the little CGI in it, and mixing of the styles with them. And even you have the live action sections as well, which I think it's you and some friends, it looks like.
Yeah.
And it still works. Like it still has this little feel with it. Like the one that, not to go down another memory lane, I think it's not Workaholic. It's the one where it has that.
Psychoholic as well.
There you go. Like that one, that whole episode was something that I feel I hear a lot of my artist friends, and that drive to be perfect as well just can drive you insane.
Yeah.
Like because I think that's one of the sections of that whole episode that you had. It's so gnarly the way you have this. It's not evil. Would you call it evil, or is it just you being honest? Like,
Hmm. I call it I call it grotesque, I guess. It's a way of showing something dark, but sometimes you can also show it with like an exaggerated way. It's kind of, how Burton shows his stuff in a way where he exaggerates those kind of negative stuff and makes something really cool out of it, because I like to show a kind of I really like to present very exaggerated versions of kind of the shit humanity went through and keeps on going through. in a more exaggerated way, so that we can kind of relate to these things, but we also are shown something more interesting beyond that. Because in fiction you can do so much, and like if you only just reflect the reality with like modern technology, everything, it stops being as interesting as if you were to construct a completely unique world from scratch, so that you remember the show for its like message, right, that resonate with you, but what you really remember is the visuals that really made
Yeah.
you stuck with the show. And that's why I create unique worlds every time with my shows, because I wanted to be a reflection of our reality through a very distorted lens of it at the same time.
I can agree that that gets stuck on me. Like the two things that, like when I think of your name, I think of Born in My Eyes. Like I don't know why, but that's particular. You know, it's just it's like a genuine what the fuck, to be honest. But like that phrase he said, or I guess maybe it was you who said it, that I wish I had horns instead of eyes because the eyeballs, can't remember the exact phrasing, but it's like these
Are far
eyeballs.
too heavier to carry
Yes,
inside these tiny
yes,
skull holes of my, yeah.
yeah, and it's like damn, like that's like I had to sit on that because like that's fucking real. Because sometimes I you see these things, and I guess like we're gonna go back a little bit. When the war first started in the Ukraine and everything, I kind of hated the internet because we would get constant bloodshed. And even though it's a reality and it's like this is happening and it's real, but to just have it thrown in your face like that is something that's at the same time unfair for people. And like I grew up at a time where, you know, Faces of Death was a thing, you know, seeing the camps where people were being killed and cut in half and things like that. But like, you know, you when you're a bored kid and the internet is just starting out, you find random stuff, you know. There's people who just are now throwing it at you, and it's just not the same thing, if that makes sense. Because one thing, it's like the cartel or it's some war criminals, and it's, you know, yeah, I guess you could say it's still a bad thing. But when you see war, like here, look at this, that's not the same thing. And when he said that phrase, it's like, man, sometimes I feel like that's maybe it would be nice not to have eye subtypes. Or even I would say eyes and ears, because with your last teaser, you know, the propaganda is real. There's something in the air, I guess I could say, you know, where you being free of this hecticness isn't allowed. And I've had that feeling for a while, and I keep to myself, you know, sometimes I poke into things and be like, what the heck is going on? But is there something that you would also try to convey that for some reason, or maybe that you can feel the same way or not, I guess is the better way to say it, that if you're in a good spot, humans just have to have this thing of misery loves company. Like you're content or you're in a good spot. What can I do to make you feel worse? Like that's what gets me.
Yeah. You know, it really is a matter of like also like which parts and which conditions people grow up with. Because if they grow up with very shitty conditions, they're either gonna end up fucking hating everything, or they're gonna end up putting that hate into something, you know, creative, which is what I did. And it kind of, once I started putting it all into art, I kind of treat it as a more cohesive form of expressing like how I feel or what I believe in. It gets way easier. You know, besides like renting to friends or anything, like in private GCs, like, you know, I wouldn't ever like enjoy actually like, you know, renting like online in public about like any of politics or anything, or partaking in them, because that would be like feeding into it, or just, you know, it would be like in a mindless sea of things. But when you create art through it, I think it really just more immortalizes who you are, and also shows your voice in a different kind of way that is more beautiful. So you're not really like judging things one-sidedly, like black and white. You're kind of letting people interpret it, and sometimes that interpretation can be more powerful than like saying anything too. So it's like, and it's also because I'm just, you know, so like you know, grown with politics and everything, that I kind of decided to just quit them altogether, so I don't focus on them that much and try to just avoid them at all costs. Of course, it's impossible with my origin and everything, but like I try to, when I want to talk about them, I put them in my art, or just tell it to very like people that I'm very close to, but never in public. It's like never worth it. If I'm just gonna debate people, I'm never gonna change people's mindsets like that. If they're already very inclined to believe something. But you
And
can change their mindsets through art. It's a very beautiful thing when you've seen some kind of film that really conveys something and it really sits with you for a while. And I think it can have a power to also change minds in some way and also make you be remembered through it too, which benefits both sides.
that's something that's so bittersweet to swallow. Seeing that art, like how you're trying to throw in the world with these projects, which, I mean, they've affected me, and how I've had a little chat with you before. I guess I was in the opposite ballpark. I grew up not caring about politics. I grew up not worrying about politics. You know, it was just trying to, make it day by day. And now, right now, it's the opposite. If I had to
I feel you completely.
give you a timeline, it's like the last 2 years, roughly 3 years, I would say. If this me would talk to the me of 10 years ago, it is a completely different person.
I feel the same about me.
And not the way of like, oh, bro, you gotta buy this bank, like, no, like, not that sense. It's like, actually, hey, man, you need to work on this, self-help in this section, do this in here, make sure you lift more weights, and kind of like the basic things. But at the same time, it's like there are gonna be these politicians, there are gonna be these things. I'm like, whoa, like, why are you talking about politics? I was like, because it matters. Now it's, or I guess it's always mattered, but like, even having those conversations to some people, they just don't care. And I guess 100%, I agree with what you're doing, is that how fucked up things are, or like, oh, I know what this is. Like, it shouldn't be something where we're like, oh boy, I guessed that right. But you think about it, it's like, oh man, I guessed that right. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I do want to ask, because this is also, I guess this could be a funny thing or not. Why the fly? What is the story behind the hairy fly? If that has a story, or if you're just like, nah, he's just cool. I don't know.
I mean, from my childhood, I always liked to. I always called bugs. Sometimes tortured them, sometimes didn't. Then I grew empathetic towards them. Stopped.
Totally not normal behavior, by the way. What are you doing there, Billy? Nothing.
Yeah. Then basically, I started really loving bugs because they look aesthetically pleasing. They're very pretty, and they're unlike any other creature, really. Like, they're their own category entirely, and they're also so small. It's very beautiful to look at them under a microscope. They're terrifying, and I also love the horror aspect of them, because you can really just show a close-up of an ant, and it's already scary enough in its own right. And I've always just been fascinated by them. As a kid, I just used to draw them a lot, and one of those drawings just happened to be this, like, the oldest fly icon I drew. And it still retained some of its like features that I have right now, like green eyes, white body, gray trunk, everything. And then I just kind of went on with it, and then it kind of became a mascot of mine, and I really liked it, so I just kept it as kind of persona, or like a icon of mine and whatnot. And to this day, I just kind of like to homage the fly whenever I can. Like in Erjansk opening, you saw like the orange hairy flies with the orange eyes. In Mechanic Artwork, there will be the actual hairy flies that will get the green eyes, everything. They'll be less cartoonish than the one you see right now, because it's the stylized one, but they will be very reminiscent of the hairy flies. So I always like to homage them, and I think flies are like a very underrepresented like insect in a way of like mascots and everything, how it goes. It's usually other insects like mantises or other kind of scorpions or whatever.
Because they're cool, man. No.
Yeah, all of them are, honestly. I like flies especially because I think mine is based more of a horsefly, because those pack a bite, but they also can look very pretty. Like if you look at some of the white horseflies or But they have many colors, honestly. I really like that there is a one that looks very similar to my icon. It was very surprising find that there is one that looks like it. There
That's
was a
actually
white
kind of
that was
cool.
like really nice. That's really cool. I wish I saw one in real life. But yeah, it was very cool that I drew something that also kind of still existed in nature, and I didn't even know of that. I just drew like an inverted fly or something because I thought it was cool.
Just
'Cause-
coincidence.
yeah, pretty much. And the fly maintains all of my favorite colors, basically. I like green, I like black, I like gray. I also wear most of my clothing in those colors, and I like also like yellow, which is the wings. So these are like the colors I love most that are in this icon. And I also love hexagons. It's like my favorite shape to use. Because it also relates, I mean, it relates to bees, which are also insects, but it also just because my own community, my own server is called the Hairy Fly Hive, because it's
That's
made
true.
of like a hive for flies, and that's also a thing that I'm gonna include both in Erjansk and Mechanical Artwork. Is that the hairy flies, they can form hives. They serve a different purpose than like bees. It's like just kind of a housing, like a mold kind of infection thing. That's when you know hairy flies are around, but they form their own like little huts, which I think is fun.
It reminds me of, I don't know the actual surname, but there are these black bees. I think they're either bees or hornets,
corpse
but
bees
they,
or whatever they're called.
yeah, and they make like a fleshy hive. It's disgusting,
bees.
but it looks so cool. But you're like, yeah, apparently it's
Vulture bees. Yeah, vulture bees. They're called.
oh, okay, there you go.
I
then.
love them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's what that
definitely.
reminds
Yeah,
me
it's
of.
gonna be similar thing where it's like very sort of semi-fleshy too. Definitely, yeah.
For me, if I had to pick a book, because I love spiders, and Komodo dragons have always just been I love them. Like when I was a little kid, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, trying to be like, can I get a Komodo dragon or a snake as a pet? You know, I was like, no, it's gonna kill
I was
you.
the same. I was asking for pets so much as a kid. Then I grew up and then I realized maybe I don't want pets. They're too much of a hassle to take care of.
So you just get a snake, man. You feed it once a month, easy.
Well, really, you feed it once a month? What the hell? Or is it like some snakes?
A chunk of the
'cause they
snakes
have,
are
like,
like
the
that. Yep, they just super slow.
I see. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So that
Yeah.
that's actually surprisingly wholesome. You know, from what we've been talking about, that this
Yeah.
is your OC character from when you were a wee lad.
I would honestly love like an insect pet, but then I also like remember when I had fish and they're just like swimming in like the same like I don't know, New York apartment aquarium, and they never leave it. You know, I'd rather just have them out in the wild. You know, but then again, they'd still be capturing them and selling them as pets, which sucks. But like, yeah, I would rather have them like be out in the wild than like keep them in a like whatever container. It's the same with like animals, because like you just see them walking in the same fucking room. They'd rather be out in the wild, you know. I don't know if they'd be safer there or not, but like, you know, at least I wouldn't have to,
Yeah.
you know, think like, you know, maybe it's sad, you know, they're trapped there. Maybe it's not, you know. That's how I feel.
Aren't we the same thing though? We're trapped behind these concrete walls in the city.
That's true.
No. But the one thing I wanted to note to you, and I don't know if this is on purpose, and I'm very curious. Your style does have this crazy artistic pain, if you will. You're making this into a code. How do I explain this? It gives me a feeling of UMAMI and his crazy digital world. Which, by the way, guys, if you don't know UMAMI,
He's amazing.
the dude is also crazy talented. The little
He's in Mechanic Artwork too. He's voicing the president. He is. I've known him when he started Interface. He's amazing.
Wait, what? Yo, wait. You can't just lore drop me like that and be like, oh, yeah, that guy, yeah, one of the goats. Yeah, he's one of my friends and he's going to hang out. Like, wait a minute. What? It's, okay, well, not trying to fangirl on that one, but it's like he has the shows where it's I guess you could say it's like a whole different world of technology has advanced to this point where you follow the man in the blue hat. It's hard to explain.
It's beautiful how every visual looks like a painting in his show. I just love it so much. I take a lot of inspiration from his.
Okay, so you do, because I'm like, this show feels like an homage to them.
Yeah,
And
in a
okay,
way,
oh,
yeah.
thank you. I'm not insane because I'm like I don't know what it is, but like it feels like
It really is one of those like shows that, you know, it doesn't scream that it's an indie show to be seen. It just is, and it's such a beautiful looking show that genuinely tries with its every shot. Like it's rare as shots that look beautiful in animation. Like they look like animation, right? Like they just want
yeah.
you to see an animation, but these shots, they look like paintings, and it's beautiful. It's like trying to convey really something visually, and it's so beautiful. It's like going an extra mile with the animation itself, and him doing it all by himself is also like a huge inspiration, because that's what I do. So yeah, he's an amazing guy, and he's very giving too,
The
because
dude's a
he's also helped
madman.
others out,
Oh my
like me.
god.
So yeah.
It's because that's what it is. Because I like it's on the tip of my finger, and this is something that I've been. I guess because I've been watching more shows now,
Mhm.
I can slowly pick at like I wonder if this is an homage to this or something like that. And the way you're doing your like you're not copying, of course not.
Yeah.
But there's just taste in it. The deeper meaning is there. The layers are there. But there's a level of unease, a level of comfort, and it's just like, what is it? And I know you guys. I'm sorry if I sound completely wet. It's hard to explain. It really is, but it's just something you go like, I think it's that. So that's still fascinating. It's interesting because the way he makes his stuff, you'll understand it. You know, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But if not, you're gonna enjoy this completely cool world with this weird little pink bird telling you, you know, let's go over here. You know, and he starts, and you're like, what? And it's like he turns into a bus, and off you go. You know, it's like what? And it's just following this world of computer and just trippiness, man. That's so cool. I'm sorry. It's just like
It is. It
the
is.
the
It is.
the,
It's-
the slight vindication of like I think I was right. I'm not right. Oh, that's so gnarly. I'm sorry. It just I'm picturing him just out of nowhere just talking, and it's like it's that voice that I've come to know like this whole time.
He's so good at voice acting too. It's insane because he voices. I think he voices like half of the characters, or like if not most, in Interface. It's very good, very good. It's also why I wanted him to voice the president in Mechanic Artwork. He's voicing the president of Gearman City in Mechanic Artwork.
Damn,
You'll definitely recognize his voice when you hear it.
that's just so cool. I'm just not gonna lie. It's just like a moment of like, oh my god, like. And it's interesting because he's one of the OG people that one of my friends showed
Yeah.
me. It's like, hey, look at this guy. I'm like, what the hell am I? Why am I watching this dude in the hospital? And the bird's talking to him. It's like, come on, you have to leave now. I was like, what the hell am I watching? And it's. I'm sorry, guys. I know I haven't explained anything, but just go watch UMAMI. I think it's a full movie now.
Yeah, there's a full series available. There's a second one he's working, but yeah, you understand the show kind of as you go. It gets revealed more and more, but it gets more and more bizarre too. It's a beautiful way of storytelling because you don't understand anything from the first episode.
You really
don't
don't.
understand anything from the second or third or fourth, but then you start to kind of piece it together, and then you kind of get it in a way, or maybe you think you got it. But it's a very beautiful. It's a certain caliber that you have in. I wouldn't even call it indie animation, web animation. They call it because that's what Ina calls itself. That's what UMAMI calls himself. It's a certain caliber of animation that is unlike anything, and I don't think we see it enough in the
You do
more popular
not.
indie animation.
It's so like it's actually just its own thing, I would say.
Yeah, we see more stuff like Fly Squad, honestly. Than
Yeah, which you do. Like, look, no shade. You know, you sometimes see the little, flash GIF, pieces, and that's okay. But it's like that's like the level 1, newbie, and then like Umami's like level 99 mafia boss. Like
yeah.
like
If you know, like those who know, those are like the elites.
Oh my goodness. So you mentioned before, because we talked a bit, that you also did some studies in it. Like, is that one of the main goals? Like, you just wish to perfect this mixture in your media? Because the way Umami does it, it's like a pixel painting, just a perfect blend of that. And then you have this again, like the stop motion, the puppetry, I would, the OG PlayStation style with it, live action as well. Like what's gonna be your end goal in styles? Like I'm curious.
I want to. The end goal is to keep improving, honestly. But I think I've already figured out the start goal, which is like what you see with at least the Erjansk opening, because the mechanic artwork, the pilot's still gonna be worked on, but after the Erjansk pilot is out, so I'll also improve a lot of stuff there. But the start goal is there. It's to really basically use everything to its maximum potential as much as possible at the current skill I'm at. But that skill will keep on improving and improving, and I want to just, with my stuff, to those who see it, to just show people what is possible if you just put all of these styles together. It doesn't have to be one style. It's a lot of movies nowadays, they just, they kind of limit themselves to one style and that's it. But even 3D, it can kind of mix 2D sometimes, but it doesn't go beyond that. For me, I want to show that everything can work together to really innovate the medium, because it's not. It's also like about mixing animation and mediums. It's also about writing stories that are very compelling. Like you see a lot of like adventure stories. No shade to that. You see a lot of comedies. Too many comedies, honestly.
I 100% agree.
It's so rare you find horror in animation that kind of lasts. You see horror shorts, you see horror short films, horror animation. They don't really push that line where it's like, every shot is at a certain angle that makes it like more unique looking or more 3D looking. Like even in stop motion, I see a lot of things where it's like framed. It's the flattest looking image. It's like very flat. It's like we're just meant to see the
calm
animation.
down. Not everybody has a theater eye. I was in theater once, but like, come on, all right. So,
That's true. It's a lot of things that make it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of skill training. I just want to put it all in because I want to employ the same things they use in film, where they use the visual language. All of these great directors. It's like if you really combine the cinematography of film and really the animation of stop motion, and then you get something really unique. And it was very, very much so with UMAMI's interface in 2D, because he mixed 3D, he did a lot of perspective shots, which were honestly amazing. And I think this is what really unlocks 2D potential. And the same with stop motion. When it stops looking like stop motion or 2D and starts looking like 3D, or like you watch a film where you don't even notice that you're watching animation, honestly. And then you realize, holy shit, I've been watching animation this entire time, and this is not like a real life thing. I mean, in stop motion, it is a real life. When you start finally noticing it, I think that's when you nailed it, where it feels like a professional, fully scaled film. And I think that's the goal, to really make animation feel more than animation in a way. More like a cartoon.
I think the thing that you're trying to hit at is that you're watching something that just takes you, like you're in the experience. Because that's one thing that I still hate to this day, where the second they see it that it's an animation, that it's CGI, that it's stop motion, claymation, you name it, pixel, they don't care. They're like, oh no, that's for kids. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't care, obviously. It's like, true. What about beautiful movies? Like a good recent one, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Damn, beautiful. One of the, I mean, some people might not enjoy how long it is, but it's still a really good shots in that movie. Great stop motion, and you don't see that anymore.
His style is awesome, Del Toro's. Have you seen also Robert Eggers movies? Like the Lighthouse, Nosferatu.
Lighthouse was a trip. That one I had to sit down because I like. Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. That random take of, is my TV broken because it's in black and white? And I was like, oh wait, no, that's the fucking movie. Oh wait a minute. Okay, let's go. I can't unsee him as not, Robert Patterson as, Dracula over there. I'm just like, I'm waiting for like the gleam, sparkle, jokes. But he is such a good actor now, and big respect to him I think that one is a bit more artsy or too artsy for me because the visual, the like the
Yeah.
mermaid scene, that ending scene that was like a reference to one of the OG paintings that I remember. But it's got so much visual stuff. Like,
It is.
oh,
It's such a gem. Like honestly, it's these kind of films I love most because they have, I think they stay with you the most after you watch them. Like they're, I think you succeed as an artist when the films you make stay, and people discuss them as like the craziest shit they've seen. But it also
it is.
was, you know, it was like the craziest shit you've written too, and it was the thing you put the most effort in, but it's also like the thing that really got people talking. I think when it stays with people enough, I think you succeeded in that way. And that's why I love those movies, or like movies like The Substance. It's like a mind fuck. It's amazing with the visuals that they do there too, and just it's experiment, and it's always like the most experimental ones, and that's why I love experimenting with mixed mediums. I think out of experimentation comes innovation and just something new in general. And I think something new is always good and welcomed in animation in particular, where you find
100%.
something like this in a sea of many things that have like a kind of, you know, certain themes can repeat, but
True.
some can stay more than others in your head. After you've seen enough of them, they can start blending together, and then you see something like that really sticks out, and you know, and that's what stays with you. And if my art stays with people, then I got the message across, you know, when they start thinking of it, and eventually they discover the message I was trying to convey, or not. It depends really on the viewer, but like if they do, that's great. That's why there's so much effort into the visuals and mixed media, everything, just to get it to be as memorable as possible.
I think you're hitting that, if I have to be a bit honest, because at the same time, we have to admit that it's not people's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Because we expect like where's the LOL jokes, you know, the laugh.
Yeah.
But now, since we're in this era of like the silver heading to like the gold age of animation, if you will, I'm not gonna lie to you, we see a lot of too much LOL moments. It's kind of nice and a breather to see a bit more serious stuff.
It is.
I want to see people do what you're doing. I want to see people do this. Oh, I thought this was a funny show, and it's like a completely serious show. Why are they talking about world events? Or it's not even a world event. It's just that what's happening is just a bit too relatable. You know, like
It's true. Yeah.
and actual character growth and this and that. You know, like situations that make you think. They have you do some critical thinking, which is lacking these days. You know, too much comedy will do that, in my opinion. We want something more serious.
Yeah.
And things that make you feel awkward. Like how you're doing this mixing of the styles, of the mediums, finding the perfect balance. Both of your projects also have that music aspect with them. And it's more obvious on the newer one. It's uncomfortable. Like, and I know that was your goal, right? Like it was like that unsettling, awkward, you want to fidget, you know, can you make it stop? Definitely more of that. To go back to what you said, I only know Robert from The Lighthouse. I haven't seen his other films, so maybe I should do some homework and check those out.
Honestly, Lighthouse, I think, is his finest. Like, it's the most batshit one out of them all. Like, the other ones seem normal, but they're still very, like, artsy. The cinematography is always consistently amazing. Story, too. But The Lighthouse is just... I don't think there's gonna be one like it again. I think he cooked.
He cooked
one of his best works to this day, yeah.
To be fair, William Dafoe is... God, he's like
my favorite actor. I love him so much.
He's just like an S tier act. Like, there's nobody really else like him besides like I legit just forgot his name.
Where did he play?
Tom Cruise. It's like,
yeah.
But I mean in like acting level. If you just care about the craft, it's like Tom Cruise, William Dafoe, and I guess Keanu Reeves. You know, and I don't really see humans that care about their movies like that anymore.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson also very good.
And he's like the underdog to me. My goodness, like he started doing VA work as well. I don't even recognize him.
That's true.
Like,
He's very dedicated.
and it's so awesome to see him go that route because I think everybody wants to. I guess it kind of goes what we were talking about earlier. It's like they wanted to do the happy-go-lucky stuff, but instead of him doing like the popular movies, he started doing the indie films. He started doing a lot of those obscure stuff, and then the dude is doing everything, and that's what you gotta respect. Like that was really
true,
cool.
Yeah,
But you know what? That makes me want to rewatch Lighthouse. Then
it's true. It's true.
there's actually something I did want to ask.
Mhm.
Since the musics are kind of crazy, right? The music has that much weight with it. What is actually the music that you like? Like, are you a punk guy, or what's your taste in music? I know, basic question.
I like. I never know what to say to that question because I always send them a playlist that I have that has like 500 songs.
Whoa.
But it's been going since like 2020, like 18 or something. I've been keeping it up because I don't have like a specific genre, but I do like. I guess like I don't know, like dark wave or whatever you call it, like kind of music you would use in like dark edits or something like that.
Dark edits.
Some shit like that. I don't know even.
Like edgy stuff, like Naruto Sasuke things, or like what?
I don't know, man. Let me. I mean, I would say like artists like Mareox. If you heard of Mareox.
Mareox? No.
Even if I'm even spelling Mareox, however you spell it, honestly, but
Marux.
Marux, yeah,
Okay.
Marux. He wrote the. Oh yeah, he wrote Strange Girl. I think you heard it.
It rings a bell. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mareox, Strange Girl. It's they're all very like aesthetic, right? So let me find that.
One
song
they
and
get is
I
one
can
from
send you.
Hailstorm. Okay.
Oh, it's called The Perfect Girl.
A perfect girl. This
It's-
sounds like a scary 90s movie.
This one comes with the music video. Wait, it was
Damn,
something like
that
this.
is a goth mommy if I ever saw one. You trying to tell me something here, buddy? You know, no, we don't judge here.
have-
This is a judge-free zone, all right?
But yeah,
Okay.
very. Yeah, but basically dark music. I don't know how to like describe it. Honestly, I'm very bad at music genres. Surprisingly, because I direct music, but like.
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
I was about to say, like, aren't you like making? I was like, wait a minute. No, I understand you. It's something that I've noticed with a handful of people who do art, and that's like a big part of their life. When you ask them, do you have a favorite music or something of the sort? It's like, I don't know. It's just whatever feels at the moment, and like every other person that I ask that who does art like this, or you know, they're big into it. It's literally the same answer. Like they either don't have it. They have no favorite artist, or they have like a really oddly niche thing. Way more often than not, they don't have a favorite. And yeah,
I don't
like,
want to say experimental because most of these stuff are like, because if you ask any of my music artists, like the ones I worked with, like Tsushinki or Nali Wali, or like a recent music artist Earls, we haven't heard his stuff just yet, but we're gonna. Also, they'll say like experimental or something like ambient, something like that. But you know, it's a very broad thing because their music is unlike any I've heard before. It's very them, right? It's the same with my art. Like it's very hard to categorize. You can only really categorize a genre. You can say it's horror. It doesn't really say much, does it?
I know, right?
You can say like art house, but it's the same as calling like music experimental, I guess, because there's so many specifics to it.
Oh no, I get you there. It's just like asking that one because, and I've said this story a million times already. Like I hated music growing up. I did not like it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was dumb. Then one day,
you like didn't even listen to music.
Yeah,
right?
no, I hated it. When my parents turned on the radio, I would turn it off. I was a weirdo. Okay.
Did it grow on you?
And then I watched cartoons. We got cable, and I was like, "Oh boy, gee whiz," you know, and it was like, you know, brand new. And they had the Toonami the Midnight Run special. Do you know Toonami? Do you know that? program.
It sounds very familiar. Ah, program. Yeah.
It has Tom the robot, and he's like, "Hey guys, welcome in," and he's voiced by Spike's VA.
Oh, I know that. I know that. Yeah.
They had a special, and they're like, "We're gonna do a music night. It's called Toonami the Midnight Run." And the first band that they put, the first two bands, excuse me, was Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood,
Good
and
one.
it was animation. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I was just so lost into it. And then they played Daft Punk one more time, and I'm like, "This is music? Like, what is this?" And after that, it was just game over. Like,
I see.
I got into
I also
it.
was introduced to music through Daft Punk, surprisingly, and
What?
Gorillaz.
Hey,
These are
no.
like my two favorites. Yeah.
Oh, and you just told me I don't
guess
have
that's
a favorite
fine.
band or favorite music. I don't.
Okay. Maybe I do. Yeah.
What are the odds that I find the one other human that didn't care about music, and the second they heard Daft Punk and Gorillaz, oh, you know what? Maybe hold on, take it back a sec. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's how it started
My
for
dad
me.
used to play them in the car a lot, so I that's how I grew the taste there,
Damn.
and then I just started looking like
Goated
branching out
dad.
on YouTube. And yeah, definitely.
That's how I found them, from watching TV, and then
Yeah.
yeah, that's where it all came from. That is so cool. A brother from another mother. So for my taste, it's completely different from yours. It's like the way they came up, like French house, like techno.
Mhm.
I do like Minus the Bear. Do you know them? They're a nice little rock band. Like
Oh, never
it's
heard.
just everywhere. Because I went through electronic, trance, progressive, like a bunch of stuff. Even that weird, like, what would they call it? It's like industrial metal. Like that's always cool.
Mhm.
So I'm just everywhere on it. Like, but recently I've been really with like remixes. So that's what I've been doing a lot as of late. But I gotta check
Those are
out.
also nice. I get to listen to them a lot, or like fucking slowed and reverb shit.
Oh man,
Somehow hits harder every time for me.
takes out the lighter. Since UMAMI was also part of this, I can see where it comes from. Your music taste is a bit everywhere like mine. Again, kind of crazy to see that. Like,
I also like UMAMI's music to add to that because he's very good at music too.
does he do everything? Like, actually everything?
He does actually everything. He records music. I think his wife sometimes helps him with like animations. But like,
Oh
other
my
than that,
god.
he does everything. Like, it's insane, right?
And you do most of everything, but it's like you have
pretty
some
much.
help. See, like
I have some, yes.
I swear to God, I swear every time I talk with you humans, it's always like, oh yeah, I do everything. Like it's you, it's Carbon, it's Ko, it's Hyago. Like my god, like you guys are insane.
Yeah, my only two weaknesses are like 3D and music. Other than that, there's not much.
Time to learn Blender, buddy. Let's go.
That's true. I hate Blender. I hate 3D so much.
I hate Blender.
It's so difficult for me. Like I can do basic camera animation, everything I've learned with my 3D artists over time, but I do not enjoy the process of like opening a 3D software is like hell for me. It's like its own process.
Kill me now, please. So then, has that helped you a lot then, making these? Because I think you went for studies as well, right? So you're doing like the film and art. Has that also been helping you a lot in your projects with that? I mean, I guess the answer is obviously, but like, have you seen the difference?
I think even like if I didn't go to uni, I'd see the difference. But I think maybe in some way it just pushed me to make a bunch of shit because it gave me no breaks. It made me work and work and work. I think it just made me work faster or more efficiently at least. Definitely the quality I think would have improved regardless of uni, but I think uni just gave me the grind set mindset.
The Sigma grind set, bro.
Yes. It gave me that mindless work to earn the right to work fucking mindset that I now have. And it also made me kind of give more meaning to my art and just like, kind of value it above all in a way. So like,
yeah.
In a way, like, as long as I can make art regardless of where I am in life, I'm happy. because that's the most important thing to me, to keep creating.
That's one thing that rings a bell. You've been saying that quite often, but is that really something that you have in your mind often? In your episode with all the live action series, if you will,
VixDiary, yes.
you have this thing of the artist dilemma. You're like, if I create, then I'm not perfect. Is this what's it for? It's meaningless. Like, but if I make something, then I'm immortal. I'm basically a god. Like, my art will live forever. It will be me. Like, there's that whole little mini turmoil. Is that something that you really feel, or is that just something that you're just trying to get off your chest? Or
both, I think, because this show, the VixDiary show, was one of the most personal projects of mine. That is more about my mindset in creating art rather than what I feel like, politically or whatever, like ideologically, because this one was just about like me as an artist. I've honestly, even after that show, still partially feel that way, where it's like, you create, but for who do you create, and are people even gonna remember you? So it's a constant like thrive, because I'm really fascinated with like people every time they interact with my art, because it feels so special to me. If I like one day became popular, it would be like the dream, because I really my main goal is to just inspire more people to create art kind of like mine. And the more people are incentivized to experiment with their art and also to express how they feel in their art, the better, because then it makes art itself a more powerful form, and it kind of kills the notion that animation is for kids or any of those stereotypes.
Oh, 100%.
It makes it more valid as an art form. And I think, because I felt that way too, I hated a lot of how animation was back in my day, and that's also why I kept doing animation. I feel like less like hateful about anything now, honestly, because I'm just way happier as life is towards me.
You're
right
getting
now,
those you're getting those brainworms out of your head, basically.
Yeah,
And yeah, I 100% agree. This is kind of why I like doing this. And I know, like, even just talking to you, like, part of me still doesn't believe it. To be quite frank, it's like I'm just a random robot on the internet that enjoyed your piece. And I'm trying to understand that. I'm trying to get your message. And yet, I'm actually talking to you. And I'm just like, obviously, what the heck? What? I guess it'll hit me later that it's like, it doesn't, that's not the end all be all. You're also human. There's a person behind the madness.
It's also insane to me that, like, I think it's my like second interview, like, overall, and it's insane, like, that someone would want to interview me or someone would want to react to my video. It was like an insane thought years back. Like, I could dream of this. I always wanted this kind of stuff, or like people making theories about my
Mom,
stuff.
Dad, I'm on TV.
For real. It's such a beautiful feeling when like people are engaging with your art that you've created. It's not just like you creating for yourself, it's also like for people to get inspired by it. Whoever gets inspired by it, it's a very beautiful feeling. It's like you're creating more like you in a way. But it's a very beautiful thing. It's like you don't feel scared of death anymore because you've immortalized yourself.
Oh, why'd you bring it back up? Oh man, I knew I forgot about something. No, this is one of the big things that makes it kind of worth the while now, is because even though I'm a robot, there's still something that just being genuine, just hanging out with you, treating you as a person, not just somebody like, oh man, bro, just leave something negative. I'm kind of tired of that. I'm tired of humans trying to make everything always a bummer. And I just like watching things that pick and prod at your brain. And I have to go, what did this really mean? Because now I feel stupid for not getting it. Or whatever have you. It's always cool. And it's always just a nice feel good that, for one thing, I got interactions from somebody who I'm like, holy crap, that's an important person. To me, this is my point of view. Why would they give their time of day? Like, to me, most of the time, I think they saw like a minute or two, and they're like, oh, that was cool. But I'm starting to realize that you guys actually sat down and watched the video, and you said what you said, and it's like, oh, holy crap, thank you for even reaching to me, because it's like the opposite sense. It's like I'm just enjoying my time. I'm reacting to it. I'm watching it. These guys are never gonna care about me, you know. It comes out to be the opposite. It's like, no, like they're like, you know, most people are just happy to see it be talked about. They're happy to see more eyes talk about it. Recently, I've been watching some more videos, reacting to them, and I'm seeing the VAs come out of the woodworks. I'm seeing the people who did the music, the people who did the animation. The team is saying, thank you for watching this. Thank you for giving us some more outreach. You know, like it's as simple as that. And that's kind of the, I'm happy, you know, because, or I'm happier now because one human can do this. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. One robot can do this, excuse me. Where I'm just trying to share something. I'm sharing this project that I thought was cool and I enjoyed. And the person behind the madness is like, oh, hey man, thanks for real. You're actually, you know, thank you. Thank you for sharing my piece. And it's just something as simple as just being genuine, because it kind of goes to your show. It's like we're losing that. We're I mean, come on. There's a robot talking to a fly over here. Like we're definitely losing our humanity, but the fact is that we really are losing the humanity and its touch. Like that's just, that's such a sad thing to think about, because
it shows with the text too that it's mostly from the heart. Because again, even like time to time, I can even like miss when you react something like to my video, because I don't even like get told from you about it, right? Because that means that you didn't just make it for me, you just made it like for you, you know, you made it from passion. It's such a good feeling when you discover this gem, and then you're like, oh shit, I missed like this guy reacting to this video of mine, like, oh my god. And they didn't even do it for me, they just did it for them, and it's such a good feeling that they just like watch something just to like highlight it, you know, just to for the sake of like promoting this artwork, this thing for others to see, not just like to, you know, get views. Because it doesn't even seem like it, right, when you watch it, because all the comments are genuine. You do it like every day, and it's also fun to watch also with you when you watch this stuff. And then you always like, you know, put a link, put a reference to it, and it's always like just for people to get discovered.
Oh, that warms my gooey slime heart. I just try, because I think we can both agree a lot of the media is kind of dead. Yeah, Hollywood, whatever you want to call the movie people, they're like on the last limbs, and it's not even about the art anymore. It's about the politics, how things look. And oh, and if it's not that, oh look, Key Jangle, is this funny enough? The last movie I saw was goated. I want to put a review, and the movie is predictable, and it's not a terrible thing that it's predictable, but it's obviously just made to make you laugh. And the serious moments don't hit anymore. Like they're always cut up by LOL funny, and it's inconsistent in the storyline, and you know, whatever have you. But the thing is, they're not trying. And you want to give it that attention. You want to say, yes, this movie made me feel in my heart, in my liver. It made me think, you know, like you had a whole life change with this movie, you know. But they don't do that. They're slop. They're terrible. And most of the time, you'll laugh, but being actually entertained, growing with some characters. Like, where did that go? Where did that movie magic go?
Yeah, with certain media it's like that. Even with like animation, when you have like if an animation is too predictable, it's very hard to imagine why this was animated, because you spend years on it, right? You spent so much on the medium of animation.
I believe it's
if the story is
7 years.
bland, you know, if the story is bland, then damn, like, you know, you should have cooked more with the story before you put it to animation.
Oh man, don't get me started about that one. If you ever bored, check out Elio and what that movie went through. Oh man,
I haven't heard of that one, but yeah, like with the I think with movies you can get away easier because it's something you film, right? The real magic goes into like special effects team and everything, because that's also like partially animation. With like, and again with if it's not like, you know, unique enough, if it's not like a unique world with its own things that really screams you, because it's like a really good opportunity for artists to really show themselves the worlds they kind of imagine in their heads. But if you just show like a reflection of reality, like perfect one-to-one, you know, like same technology, same everything, or like some story that you've seen a million times before, you know, why is it worth animating? At least to me, it's like that's how I filter animation, like kind of how I filter gems, and then you know, other stuff, and then the sea of anime, pretty much. It's why like stuff like UMAMI's or like Autodale or like Ina, like these shows very stand out a lot because they are trying something else, and you can tell that the artist is either schizophrenic or trying to say something really...
No, no. He means it in a good way, guys. Like, positive, right? Hashtag positive.
Positively. If the artist is like insane enough to the point where they're so unique about their own writing, where you can feel it's them, right? You don't feel like it's like it's like this was like one-to-one reference to this or that, but no, it's them. Like you see this thing and it's them, then you nailed it, you know.
That is something that is becoming way more to appreciate. Like when I see your style, when I see when I see Two Bald Clowns, like that's I love that show, by the way. Do check that one out, it's hilarious.
Okay, yeah.
I think I sent you a link on that one, but point is,
yes,
like
I will definitely.
Like even people like Hyago and his Pipper World, you don't see, like, you guys have your styles, like, and when you see that, you're like, oh, I know who that is. Bam.
Yeah.
Like that is also starting to become a feel good. Is there other indies that influenced you besides that? Because you've been doing this for years now. You've been going the legit route. You know, you studied into this. You're getting the music going. You're mixing actual film with this. Like, UMAMI has been a big influence. Like, is there anything else that kind of dabbled into you that, or is this just all your brainworms?
Besides Autodale and, like, you know, my brainworms, I have stuff that are, like, you know, equally niche, but they're like films, right? So they're more cinema related, because I find even more inspiration in film than I do in some animation, because of just how rare it is in animation, right? Because these are very big gems, or just, you know, YouTube doesn't recommend it enough, which is another issue on its own. But like, there's a very good film by Jean-Pierre Jeunet called City of Lost Children. Completely unique world, handcrafted.
That sounds
to the
familiar.
It's very unique. It's like a steampunk movie, basically. The whole world is very steampunk-ish. Handcrafted sets that were basically also miniatures, so kind of like mechanic artwork, but like with live action footage, right? And you can tell that these are like miniatures that are just enlarged.
Oh, is it the 90s movie?
Yes, it's a 90s movie, and it's such a non 90s movie kind of feel. Like it's a very unique movie. It's so unique for its time too, that every prop is original, everything is unique. You can really feel like the work that went into this, into the props, everything. It's so handcrafted, it's insane.
Is that Ron Perlman?
Yeah, it is. He's the main character.
Damn, I'm like, wait a minute, it looks like Ron Perlman. Sorry, I'm looking it up too to be sure.
There's another very good one called Dark City, another one with city in its title, also very good. Also unique, completely unique city that is also very, like, it's so, they both have their own aesthetics that were very also inspiring.
Ooh, Jennifer Connelly's in it.
Yeah. It's both of them served as kind of inspiration, but it's really funny because I saw them only after I made like the old mechanic artwork. So these just
which was like what, 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, so I saw them like after I made the old. So like these were like just in my head pieces, and then I watched these inspired me even more. And it was crazy that these were out there like while I was making my stuff. Like you can coincidentally make something similar, but you know, with its own spin. And it's only made me like further develop my stuff. Like where mechanic artwork is now, it's like so much different to how it was like originally.
Don't mind if I take more inspiration. Thank you very much.
But yeah, these films, I know a lot of very very unique films that I can definitely recommend. They're unlike the shit you've seen before. I can
Oh,
definitely
I
promise
mean,
you that.
100%. I mean, feel free to send me stuff. I mean, and
For sure.
I'll gladly send you stuff back. Maybe you haven't seen some of it,
Mhm.
like 100%. I'm the thing that you come to realize a lot of the good stuff is the OG stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And if it's not OG, it's somebody who's just like you, who you guys are just madmen or mad woman, and said, you know what? I'll make a show all by myself. But then we get these good little gems.
That's true. That's true. And you know, these films were like, you know the directors definitely like had so much going in their heads when making this, because this was not just done to be popular. This was done from the soul. You can't really say that this was done for money, because most of these films that I know, they either flopped or they were just like Dark City. It got a very shitty theatrical cut where they had to explain the whole plot in the beginning, like through fucking
Oh,
text, because they
terrible.
forced them to, because the audience, they thought they were fucking stupid, the theatrical cut, so they released separately the director's cut, and it was the good one, because it doesn't explain shit until you're like halfway in the film where you actually start getting things. And it's
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. So they did the thing of, nah, they're not gonna get it. Do
and that's why
the
they
Star
flopped,
Wars
because they were
thing.
like, yeah, that's why they flopped, because they thought they did it intentionally, like because they thought the audience was stupid, but no, it was just studio
You
interference shit.
you hear that more often. It's like the audience doesn't
Yeah.
care. And you know what's terrifying? I don't know if you've seen one of the Netflix spokespersons that talked about it, but that is a normal thing now. A lot of the Netflix premieres, a lot of Netflix movies and specials, whatever, they do that on purpose, where they basically repeat themselves 2 to 4 times of what's going on and the plot of the movie, if you will, because most people do not understand. Like we're like, I swear, like we're losing this critical thinking, this literal turn
Yeah,
on your brain. Like what is
it
going
makes me feel
on?
like a fucking moron when I'm watching these kind of films that are like telling me shit that I should
It's what they're
deduce
doing.
myself.
That
Yeah.
it is normal thing. Like they have to do that. It's and who did this? There was an actor who said that he stopped working with Netflix because they read the script beforehand, and they were like, why am I repeating everything? And they're like, oh, because you have to do the new contract. We have to say everything like a billion times because people are stupid. And he thought that was dumb. So he
Yeah,
that's
it's
how
it's an
that's what's
insult to the
happening.
people watching more.
But the sad thing is, I mean, I think there's some truth to it, man. TikTok is a thing.
Sadly, yeah, might be. It just
Ah,
really depends, because I think if more films like stop pushing this kind of like over explaining shit, I think people would get smart over time. It just takes time,
you
because if you go to a film and then you see this, you maybe get an awakening that, okay, maybe there's smarter media out there. Maybe I should start comprehending better.
or not even about it being like oh man, you need to understand Rick and Morty to get the show, like, or movie. Like no, like you have to get stuff that.
To be fair, you need to have a very high fucking
Oh
IQ to
my god,
understand
don't
the-
don't give me that sass. But you, God, you losing my train of thought here. God damn it. The thing is, you have to make stuff that people enjoy. If you keep
Yes.
making this slop, people are not gonna watch it. They're gonna put it in the background, and they're only gonna pay attention because you say everything 40 times.
Yeah,
Oh, do you know
yeah.
what this movie was about? Oh yeah, so and so said it like 7 times in a row. Like, oh well, no shit. If we stop doing that and get back to like the love, like for example, there's a movie that I just saw in one of my community nights where we saw Flow. Have you heard of that one?
Flow.
It's
Let me look it up.
it's
I haven't
I
heard
think
of
it's
this one.
Flow 2024 or 2025. But you follow a cat.
I know this. Oh, I know this one. 3D.
Yes. And it's super low budget. The intro is a bit obnoxious because there's like literally 12 companies that they work with, but they had no money. Like they had to go with a lot of people to get donations. So respect on that one. So it is a lot. What? they worked with that with like, I think the budget was 20-30 million for the whole thing. Like it was super small, and it's very nice CGI. Some parts are a bit clippy, and they do some tactics where they do things to hide the imperfections in the cinematography and in the shading, etc. So I mean, I think you might pick up on it a lot more than I did, but even I could see some of it. The fact that that movie just captured me because I'm a sucker for when you don't talk. There is
Yeah,
no
that's also
speech in that movie. It's not anthropomorphized. You know, they start talking in English, like, "Hey, yo, man, what's up?" Like, they don't do anything. It is animal sounds, and they're trying to survive this world where the Earth, or X planet, if you will, is flooding, and they're trying to survive.
interesting.
And you just follow them. Get it? Like, you know, you flow with them, if you will, and things like that. Even though it's a little bit niche, I bet you everybody who watched that movie paid attention. Just different. New animals, weird mutated whales, like what the hell is going on? It's cool. It is a good little ride. Things like that can grab you. I mean, it grabs me, I guess. I mean, I guess I'm being biased, but like we need more things where they are experimental. 100%. Stop this Netflix slop of whatever the heck you're trying to do, and you know, give us more things that make you think, or just or they either make you think or get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Now I gotta watch City of Lost Children and Park City.
It's good. That they're very interesting. That you will love the style, I bet. It's all handcrafted, and it's insane how much effort it, especially in City of Lost Children, because Dark City is a bit more CGI focused, but City of Lost Children all handcrafted props.
We need more of that too, man. Props, like actual, like CGI is cool, but when like when you go back to the old 80s stuff where everything is like in your hand and you can
It's more
tell,
believable too.
like
Because you can tell anything is CGI nowadays. At least I can.
a lot,
It feels
yeah,
so
it's
fake all the time. When you know it's CGI, it ruins the immersion.
like the movie that I saw not too long ago, because my buddy never saw it. We showed him The Thing,
Oh shit! Yeah.
and I showed him a bit of the original, which is like black and white, and he was like, "All right, so that's not bad." And then I showed him the new one, and he was like, "Bro, that's fucking cool." That scene where he's testing the blood, for example.
Oh yeah.
When you
it's so
go
good.
when you go in the
effects are
behind the
amazing.
scenes, exactly, you go in the behind the scenes, and the whole arm is a prosthetic.
Yeah. I watched the doc. It's insane how much like their shit kept getting caught like on fire, or like just so much dedication. It was like spending a whole day just in one shot to get it like right, with like a lot of their mechanics and everything, and it was just one time use, so you can really reuse it, and it's just
Exactly. Yep.
it's wonderful how much passion went into the fucking the guy who was working on the props like was kept sleeping in the fucking studio. The director had to like hospitalize him because of that.
Like things like that where they're just lost in their craft. Like, yes, and I know we're saying like broken records, but that's just what we want, man. We want
Yeah.
people who just bring back the love, which is, I think a lot of them are self-funding, or they're part of like, not to get a little bit religious, but like the only big one that I see recently would be like Angel Studios. They do a lot of Bible-inspired movies, and they're pretty good. Like, like even I have to respect them. Like they're very good. And I think recently they just did David versus Goliath, and it came out,
That's cool.
which is one of my favorite stories. And it's
cool.
animated, and it's got a cool little style with it too.
Have you watched the Passion of the Christ? The
Funny enough,
movie?
I haven't. I've seen the
Okay.
older one.
Yes, there's many.
There's like 100, I know, but I've seen I've seen two. There's one of the black and white ones, and then one of them in Spanish.
I see. Yeah, this one's like 2004.
Yeah, that, and
the one I watched.
we won't get too into it. That's a rabbit hole in itself with the
Yes.
the other society that runs the world, but you know, we're just not gonna go there.
Yeah. But it was a very beautiful film too. Just the way they captured everything, like the violence, everything was very raw. It made you feel like you're actually kind of in there, or how it wanted to be perceived, sort of.
I did hear that a lot, that people weren't expecting how bloody it was, and
Yeah.
that it was too much, and it was like almost a perversion of it. But I think, I mean, I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
I
it
would.
can feel like it honestly, but I think if you're going into it to get like a more spiritual kind of experience, I think you get it because there was definitely love for the craft, and I think it wasn't mainly for the gore. I think it just shows in too much detail what was a bit more vague in the actual like book, you know.
What it reminds me of, and like the brutality aspect is, do you like stop motion yourself? Like, is that actually you do seek out?
No, I fucking hate stop. No, I love it. I love it. Of
My
course I
shows
love it.
only have to have stop motion, but sure, whatever, bro.
You are so stupid. Am I? Idiot!
One of
Yeah,
the
of course
ones
I love it.
I think I made a video on this about a year ago. I think it was 2 years ago when I was first getting into this. Have you seen Mad God?
Yes, I have. I get to recommend. I got it to recommend it so much. I also seen. Do you know Junkhead?
Oh my god, I love Junkhead. The dude follows me.
Yes.
He's so cool, man. And more people need to watch it. The fact that we got Junk World finally,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites. Finally, someone who knows Junkhead besides me.
Yes. It's so good. It's like Mad God, but if it had a plot, you know, like. Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I can't unsee that. No, like you, kind of right.
Because like that's why I like Junkhead a bit more because they had like dialogue. I mean, dialogue isn't always good, but that was like pretty good.
But when the brothers had to go, man, that got me at the end. No.
And I really like the world they build because it's always with these like kind of films.
It's
like these.
It's
like
just another crazy world. It's like
yeah.
humans every time. God dang it, humans every time.
It's what I love about stop motion. It's like the practical effects you saw in films. You can do whatever you want in stop motion because it will look kind of like real life. It's very hard to fuck up that feeling of something in real life.
It's giving
like
it that weight.
Yeah, like when you saw how, like even in Erjansk, the character, you can tell it's a puppet, but it has very flashy bits and flashy, like sculpted elements to the point where it looks believable with the eyes and mouth.
That's what it feels like. You're trying to go like a Mad God route. Like you want to go this fucked up world, but
definitely.
But you want to give it a story because, like in Mad God, I had to watch it like 3 times to.
Oh shit.
No, like legit, like because I didn't understand it because it just looks like chaos. And I saw somebody comment on this, like that the way they perceived it was that this is a movie that you watch if you want to see like a perversion of violence. And it's, I guess I see it, but it didn't feel like that at the same time. Like to me, I couldn't break it down. It was just so like maybe it's too big brain for me. But I thought this was like, in chaos there's like creation, like there's always something that comes out of it, essentially. Because at the end, of course, we get like that weird collage of like a universe being made, if you will. I mean, I'm trying to remember everything, but it was something along those lines with the lady of whatever she was. I don't know if she was the lady of the universe or something, but she looked super cool. But that's like the only thing I could really interpret is like, it's like we're watching chaos happen, and even through seeing them suffer, like, because it's just like a world of suffering. After all of that, you know, the hospital scene, when they go through it, when they get the newborn, everything, there's life somehow, you know, and even through the sacrifice of that life, there's like more life, you know. It's like, or maybe I'm just not explaining it at all. Like I have no idea. Like maybe you could know a bit more. It's just one of those weird movies that I can only guess.
It's true, yeah. It's very open and very open everything. I think, I mean, to me, it felt like just a cycle, because in the end, it ends with like a big bang either way, and it starts with it, and just shows the raw cycle.
Yeah,
with different parts in a way.
The
it
movie
was very interesting in animation and color grading, a lot of good stuff.
He is the goat of real life prosthetics and everything. Like, but man, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the dude's insane in that one. But man, I just can't get over the fact as well. Like, oh, Mad God, but you also know Drunk World because dude, nobody knows Drunk World, or Junkhead.
It's Junkhead. Yeah, it's insane they don't, because it's a very, yeah. I mean, maybe I don't, because it's Japanese, right?
Yes, it
Maybe
is
that's
Japanese,
why.
and there's no English language, obviously.
Exactly.
just-
yeah, that's why. People
That's
don't
probably
know.
why. It's just the subtitles.
Lost in translation. Yeah.
But even then, it's just so cool, man. Like they're such fun characters.
There really are. I love the characters.
And I think Drunk World did come out as well, the second part.
Mhm.
But I think it's only in
Already?
Japan only. It just came out last year, if I'm correct. I mean, like, I'll look it up right now. But I swear they just had it last year.
Holy shit! Oh no, it's scheduled for 2025. Oh wait, so it did come out.
Wait a minute.
Did it?
Released June. Yeah, June. Came out last year.
It's,
Oh.
it really. Holy shit! I should watch it.
Yeah, because I remember it being out, but it was still like Japan only. Like there was no English.
I should find.
And
it
then-
somewhere.
I just love the fact that this was like this again is another blood passion project. Like the guy took what was him like 7 years to make the movie or longer.
Yeah.
Like it was all by hand, of course. Like man, and it's like an hour. Like it took an hour movie. It's not short.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm here looking at it now. I was not expecting to find myself a long lost brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like my dude knows literally things that nobody else seems to know.
It's bizarre. Nobody else knows this still. I mean, it's bizarre to me because I do stop motion, but like,
I
you
love-
realize that even like.
I love stop motion and like animation
Yeah.
and things, but like specifically
You'd
like
think
stop
it's
motion.
Like people that do it know it more, but it's like also like there's people out there that don't even do it. But they've seen it.
I heard it. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Cool. So yeah. So there's gonna be one more movie, and then it'll be over because it'll be I think a prequel to bring it all together.
Oh, sick.
This is after, and then we get a prequel to the first one after. So, yeah. There you go,
Now
man.
I gotta watch Junk World now.
Now we're gonna. Oh, hold on,
Maybe
guys.
go
Hold on. We're gonna
in
have to.
your
We're
DMs,
gonna remind that real quick. And by the way, I know I've kind of been poking at you. Did you want to ask me anything?
I would say, what is your favorite? What's your favorite animation medium overall? Which one do you enjoy the most, and why? As someone who doesn't do animation, like what do you think is your favorite overall?
It would be a fight between like stop motion, the long lost art of a hand drawn cell, like hand drawn animation.
Oh yes.
Which what's his name? It's Aaron something, one of the original artists behind the Disney movies.
I feel you now.
He just had his indie with the
Mhm.
kid that came out recently, and it did really well. And you watch it, and you can just see that love. You can see it, and I know I love my stop motion and my claymation and whatever have you, but when you go back to the beginning, just that cell work, just that painting,
It's way more time too. It's insane. It's like,
Yes.
Once you do a
Yes.
puppet, it's ready. You can animate, but you have to draw every fucking frame. I can't comprehend it myself, like doing that, especially on paper and then translating it. Oh shit.
I would say that is the reason, because in the modern day, it's becoming so rare.
Yeah.
But when you get to watch it, and even for me, like my favorite, I started watching movies from Disney, and like, call me cliche or like, lame, but my first movie that still holds dear to me would be Lady and the Tramp. And gorgeous movie. I know, not the best of the best, but it's, it's a simple love story, but just the way it looks. The voice acting, the music, it's just always a nice movie to watch. How many movies can you say right now that can give you that feeling, like when they're sad, when he's crying and he's howling, or they're happy and they're dancing, because there's obviously these music parts, like when do you see that? When do you feel that right now? It's not very often, if any.
It's not the popular ones for me.
I mean, exactly,
None of
yeah.
The popular ones make me feel that way.
Well, like, there's nothing that's like that, you know? And you gotta dig, obviously. But, like,
Yeah.
off the top of your head, you're like, not really. I don't know. You know, it's you're like, hold on, man, give me a minute. So for me, I would say it would be that, well, like, just a classic hand-drawn piece, that animation.
I see. Yeah, it's a very good one. It's back to the basics, for real. Because it was this one, and then it was stop motion, and then it's like the two classics. And then it just branched out from there.
I think the one that's underrated and has a lot of fun is like claymation.
Yeah, claymation is underrated.
Claymation
I want to
is-
do it eventually, but it's like so fucking
It's
tough.
so
Yeah.
derpy, man.
I can't imagine like I can like I'm very down to start like practicing it because I never done it. I only done like puppet animation, and this seems like so hard to me, like to not leave fingerprints on your let's say clay or whatever you're doing. But I gotta animate like some kind of characters like that sometime because they're mutating or whatever. Because I would love to do that.
There's a channel. They did a special called like Pound of Flesh. We'll have to send it to you after.
Mhm.
But they do a lot of that stop motion with the claymation, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, sick.
Like, it is really gorgeous and bloody, very very bloody.
Good.
Ah, here it is. Spare Flesh. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't.
Ooh.
Lots of gems today. Lots of gems.
Oh man, I got it. Gonna have to give you some of those too. Might be getting late for you now. My apologies.
Yeah, it's like 11.
Okay, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
wanna.
Almost.
I had a good time with you, man. This was really fun.
I'm always done for a I'm always up for a well-directed sequel. So I'd always be down for a second interview if ever. You know. If
Oh,
you ever
I'm
want to have
completely
me.
down with that too, actually. But there's one
Mhm.
last question that I wouldn't mind asking you before we let you go.
For sure.
That is, what is one thing that either we're not talking about enough, or one indie show that you want everybody to know about that needs more attention?
Besides my show.
Okay, yeah.
A Cat with the Knives, Righteous Virtues, fucking amazing show. She's doing everything on her own entirely. Only voice actors and some editing help, but very recently only for me. So it's gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
Very very good world, amazing world. It's basically one person's view of hell in a good way, as
Ooh.
you actually should have seen it in the animation instead of the one we got, but I won't mention that one. So where it's actually serious and very very good. A very good 3D. It's
You're
a
gonna-
good 3D show, and it's less about animation, more about the world they crafted, because it's very reminiscent of I'd say Benny and the Ink Machine, because I don't know any other good examples where it's like hand-drawn
okay.
textures with like 3D models. It's very very good in that regard, and it's very pretty, and the story is very compelling because the writing hooked me. The characters, the character dialogues are very well written. Like, it really immerses you into the story, and the dynamic is great, genuinely great show. And yeah, and
Ooh.
overall, I feel like we just also in general need more serious shows, or like also horror.
So
shows
this
that
isn't like
are
hell of a
with some
boss.
yeah. So like we need. I believe we need more in animation that is less fun, but in a way that is like more serious, but it's also like fun series in a way. So it's like it's not just all like everything shit, but there's also some fun elements to it. There's how old kind of how old Fallout games were. It's dark as fuck in times. Sometimes it's very funny. Sometimes it's it knows when to be dark, it knows when to be fun, and the world is fucking amazing to pick and go through. Whichever has the more unique world, the better, and the less cliche stuff you have, like existing stuff,
Yeah.
the better too.
Okay. Well, you might get upset at me, but I still haven't really played a Fallout game besides Fallout
Mhm.
76. So
Oh, okay. It's an very interesting way to start this
yeah, I
series.
know. My buddies are like, bro, you need to play the other games. Oh man. Like,
You definitely need to play third for the aesthetic, and then New Vegas. But
I
New Vegas
have
kind of
New
lost the city
Vegas.
aesthetic of third.
I have that
Vegas is
one.
very good for writing. It's perfect for writing inspiration.
My
It's
favorite
so well
character
written.
is Mr. House. He's pretty cool.
He same. He's my favorite.
Hey, see, look at that. Brother from another mother. There you go. He's across the world. Well, all right. We'll leave it at that, humans. Apologies that we kind of went everywhere. That's on me, but
It's all good.
it
I
was
love it
fun.
everywhere.
And yeah,
It,
I'm
it was.
I'm glad you enjoy yourself too. Definitely gotta make it a part 2. Maybe after you get some more meat on the show and break my brain a bit
For
more.
sure.
But we'll see. If you guys have any questions, I'll also put down what he's recommending as well with RV Inferno and their
Mhm.
episodes. Take care, humans.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, mate, over here. And again, we will be back. Hopefully, the shows don't destroy us. And hopefully, we will understand. Take care, humans. Have a good night.
See you guys. See ya.